down.
Oh, Karen, wait to see the shoes we've got coming up for you next that are just as comfortable.
Yeah, well, everything looks beautiful. I might get the boots too, so I'm just watching and enjoying.
Thank you, Karen. Great to talk to you.
Shopping with us, and I know you won't be disappointed with the risk you took on those jeans. So take good care. Bye-bye, Karen. While we were chatting, we did sell out of the turtleneck. We did? Okay,
wow.
Still a lot of you ordering that. The pea coat, same thing. If you want that pea coat, you've got to be ordering that before it sells out. Let's have some fun with shoes. I never knew that Jones New York created shoes.
Well, this is the first time we've done it in any significant way, I think. And as I said before, the team do an amazing job. And you know, I work very closely with the team. They're amazing designers and technicians. But again, they follow what we're doing in apparel. It's fashion, it's updated fashion, but it's comfortable and ease. If you feel the inside of these shoes,
wow,
it is so soft. The padding. It's like you got a pillow in your shoe. It's amazing. It's so soft.
Padded. It's only $79.90. Again, these are investments. I love what our last caller had said. You know, where's the bridge between work appropriate and weekend appropriate? You found kind of a missing category in women's wardrobe. I want to go over real quickly the colors that we're offering you. Now, in the leather, of course, classic black. That's a no-brainer. This heel is 2 3/4 inches. That is the perfect heel height, day in and day out for every woman. So there it is for you, sizes 5 all the way through 11. That's in our classic black leather. Now right here, navy blue suede.
That's so chic, right?
Blue suede shoes. Is that fabulous? So there's the blue suede. I love right in the back, you can see there's J and Y, right there, just a little bit. So there's that beautiful
again, it's
navy blue.
A subtle logo again.
Subtle logo. And then right next to that, look at the burgundy.
You're pretty.
Oh, it is so pretty. I love burgundy this year. Just loving it. There's that beautiful burgundy. And then in front of you, of course, we have to have this in the gray.
In the gray.
So there's the gray suede. Isn't that beautiful?
And I think what's great about this, Amy, I go to a lot of our department stores as well, meeting customers one-on-one, and one of the biggest questions is, what color shoe do I wear? And I think women find it really difficult to find a great navy and a great gray.
Yes.
Black's easy. You all have black shoes, that's a given. But these, I think, are the great new neutrals that will kind of update it and make it more sophisticated. I mean, this back to a dark jean would be so sophisticated. And
the pointed toe shoes aren't going anywhere. I mean, look, pointed toe. It's just so classic. But this heel height is almost impossible to find. And if my mother's watching, Mom, here's the shoe you've been looking for. And she has taken me to every department store to find this type of a heel height. I have looked at every single one of these type of shoes. They're either too high or they do the kitten short little heel. And then you're not as stable. So let's start off with the front of the shoe. Starting off with the way that you did the point. It's just the perfect amount. This is not a Dorsey heel either. So you've got the support that you need in the front toe box area. I think that's really important. Then when you look at the pitch of the shoe, that's something else as women that we've got a problem with. Whether you have a high instep or not, the pitch has got to be perfect. That means that the shoe at the heel height, everything is connected as one, meaning that the heel's balanced inside where it's supposed to be. The pitch, meaning right here, the upper of that is all done right. It's not too high, it's not too low where it's cut out. The pitch is perfect. The softness of the suede. What I love about suede is that it actually molds to your foot. There's a little bit of stretch, I feel, with suede more so than leather.
It's more give.
Yeah,
it's more give.
Definitely more give. This shoe is already broken in. And it is the perfect point. It's not too overly dramatic where that point is done too much. The toe box, again, what I'm talking about, see how it's kind of going up towards the pitch, the perfect pitch. It's not flat down on your foot, squishing your piggies. And then this is all completely lined. So again, what that's doing for you is giving you the proper support, not having to worry about any bandages. In the back here, you've got suede on suede. Now, why is that important? Sometimes you can walk out of a point toe shoe. So see how that suede's all done in the back there? So again, it's nice and soft and comfortable, but it's there for a reason, so you don't walk out of the shoe.
Right. I mean, the team that do it, their attention to detail is incredible. And you also have, you have the ridged sole as well. So not only is it kind of fashionable and feminine, it's functional as well, which is a win-win-win.
That's all padding, okay?
It's so soft,
you don't
isn't
need
it?
to buy exactly.
It's
I mean,
so
I can't
soft.
tell you how many times I have to buy inserts to put here because the ball of your foot goes numb from standing in heels. And also a great little tip, ladies, when you go to get a pedicure, don't ever let them take the skin off the ball of your foot. Did you hear about that? Oh yeah, they take a little, sometimes scraper. and scrape off that.
Oh my God.
So now here's why you don't want to do that, because my mother told me now that I'm in my 40s, early 40s, you don't get that fat on the bottom of your foot anymore. It goes other places.
So you buy these.
So, exactly. So you buy it with already the padding built in, because as we age, we lose the padding and the fat on our feet.
Did you know
that?
I didn't know that.
You did know that. Stay stitched. Yeah.
You knew that? Oh, I didn't know that.
No, you never want to go ahead and have a pedicure where they actually take off the ball of your foot, that extra skin, because you need that, because as we age, we lose the fat in our feet.
I had
and
no
that
idea.
means we don't have as
So
much
this is even more important
because
now.
it's actually putting like the fat back in your foot.
Right? It's perfect.
It's got the perfect amount of padding in it. And again, order these true to size, sizes 5 through 11. It's a closed pointed toe. It's a padded insole. You've got the treading on the bottom, which is very difficult to find in a pointed toe shoe. Usually the pointed toe shoes, they don't have any treading on them. You know, it's usually a leather bottom, which makes it very, very slippery. And good luck finding a blue suede shoe.
Seriously.
I know what's
gray.
going on.
I mean,
or the gray.
How chic are these?
I know. And a gray is beautiful. And I want to point out, I love the way that your team did this. This is all one piece of suede.
Yes.
Usually on the outside of some shoes, what manufacturers do is that you'll see a seam coming here. I can't stand that. This is all one piece until you get into the center here where there's a seam. And it's done that way. So again, it makes it very rich, very elegant, very expensive looking. You're looking at 2 3/4 inch soft heel on this. The pitch, the balance, everything, is absolutely perfect. Perfect. So again, we have it in the gray, we have it in the burgundy, the navy, and